The sad recent revelation of comedian and screenwriter Terry Jones's dementia has put the condition back into the spotlight. Indeed, the very word dementia strikes fear into many people's hearts and minds. But this weekend, a Romsey festival dealing with the issue returned to HillIer's gardens, keen to educate us about a condition that's sadly becoming increasingly common amongst the ageing population of the UK. John Wilson went along to meet some of those affected.
My mum had been a really active lady through her retirement, doing lots of things, helping local charities, and then she became depressed. She was living in a care home, she wasn't happy there, and I think the dementia developed during that time. So my visits to her changed really from being a time when we would have lovely conversations, we'd do the crossword together, we would have fun together. They became times where she was quite withdrawn and she didn't want to talk about things very much. So I had to change the way I was with her. She wasn't able to change. So I had to think, now what are the things that my mum likes and what will make her feel good? And now one thing she'd always liked was having her hair wuzzled like this. And so, she wasn't able to say to me, "Catherine, please wuzzle my hair." But I did that. And I could tell that she was liking that. She also loved clotted cream and scones, which is a thing I love as well. So I used to take that too with, when I went to the home, I used to take that with me and we'd have a little picnic together. So it was just, I had to change. If I asked her a question, "Mum, what have you done today? What have you had for breakfast?" Nothing. She couldn't respond on that way. But if I took a photograph album with me and some photos of when she was a little girl, she would say, "Oh, look, there's my mummy. Look, we're doing this thing together." So that would revive memories for her, doing things which were, because she was living in the past. She wasn't an 89-year-old lady in a care home. She'd gone back to her 20s. And that was the time she was living in. So I had to accommodate, to help her, not the other way round. And that was hard for me doing that, but I had to do that, yeah.
A desire to raise awareness of dementia brought Catherine to Romsey's Demfest this weekend. The festival focuses on inspiring and educating visitors about a condition that affects around 800,000 people in the UK. Former Saints manager Laurie McManamy kicked proceedings off before placing a wish on the wishing tree. He saw a real significance in the day.
I think what's important about it mainly is bringing families together, because lots and lots of families have got this problem within the family and they often have to get on with it on their own. But when you get together with groups like this, it helps them enormously.
And those families could enjoy face painting, crafts, and a spot of table tennis, which is being used as a therapy for those with Alzheimer's. Whilst dementia isn't a disease, it refers to a group of symptoms caused by ones like Alzheimer's that affect the brain. A partnership of local organisations called Romsey Dementia Action Group put the day on. Building on the success of last year's debut festival was high on the agenda for one organiser, as was ensuring carers had chance to unwind.
We have an opportunity to shut the door, finish our working day, and we can go home and do our own things. Somebody that's a carer living with somebody with a dementia, they are permanently on, 24/7. They are there thinking, worrying, concerned, and that person needs them. And we need to help them have times where we can give them things that would benefit them.
Putting your feet up was an option, with dancing being billed as an alternative to drugs in the treatment of dementia. Visitors could also try their hand and foot at Zumba. Or they could just relax to songs stretching back through the ears. As a soulful day drew to a close, organisers no doubt wished many happy memories were created. This is John Wilson for That's Solent.